How do I feel? I feel jittery. My thoughts are racing and my heartbeat is high. I tried meditating, but it just doesn't feel right to continue that sentence. I knew journaling would help, or at least that it's my best bet. Actually, no, I did know that this would help. That's why I'm writing now. But actually, no, I did know that this would help. That's why I'm writing now. And it is helping. A physical motor task or something. I'm worried that the cause of my worry is the ever-nearing start of journalism boot camp. Other than people hurting themselves, not knowing why I am anxious is the biggest cause of my anxiety. My own emotions in general, really. I'm using my theory to escape reality, that being what is here and now. I'm in the in-between time. I'm at the weirdest part of the in-between time. The ending. I know that there are 11 days until journalism. I know nothing else. I calm myself down by running through situations in my head and I calm myself down by running through situations in my head and cast the real people I'm going to talk to as actors in my mental play. I know vague ideas about what is expected of me and what will work. I know vague ideas about what is expected of me and what the work will be like, etc. I know vague ideas about what is expected of me, what the work will be like, etc. But I don't know any details. I don't know who to talk to, I don't know my powers, and I don't know how any of this is going to happen. I don't know if I can do it right. I worry that I will walk in on the first day and my anxiety. Why do I have to own that anxiety? I worry that I will walk in on the first day and my anxiety, why do I have to own it? Will take over and I will lose sight of everything I've been preparing for and be an arrogant asshole mess. And I will lose sight of everything I've been preparing for and be an arrogant asshole mess. When I feel I am losing control of myself, I try to control others. When I feel I am losing control of myself, I try to control others. When I feel I am losing control of myself, I try to control others. So let's welcome that feeling. Of course death is invited to the party. Of course. Now just replace death with anxiety and have no fear. Don't let fear be an organizing principle of your life. But what is a good organizing principle? The first two things that come to mind are hope and love. Let's feel this community feeling, this love for one another. Let's let go of this fear. The fear that I am not who I think I am. The fear that I will not measure up to this perfect me I have in my head. Because I won't. And because that's not the point, either. This is where ego death and community feeling come together. Community feeling is the replacement of fear, and fear is attachment to self. Fear is not, I can't handle this, it's, I don't want to know that I can't handle it. Every time you have anxiety around a fear, replace I fear with I don't want to know. I fear the start of journalism. I don't want to know the start of journalism. I want to know the start of journalism. I do not fear the start of journalism. Fear does not cause anxiety. Anxiety and fear are a means of suppressing curiosity. And the goal is protecting self-image. And the goal of that is wanting to feel in control by being controlling. I want to throw out this second page because I want to seem profound. Page 2. I want to throw out this second page because I want to seem profound. I want to throw out this second page because I want to seem profound. That this is not as good and not up to my standard. Other people don't write anxious rambles like this because they also throw them away. Who in their right mind would think this is fit for public consumption? So let's make it right. I have the courage to be disliked.